penalty, Mane had to score it. And he looked the man in the eyes and answered. And you know, I love them. It's not me. I love them penalty takers that back themselves. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And he just looked at him and said, "I'm putting in the same place, blood, the same side, blood. See if you can get this." And boof, straight into the bottom and left corner. And then boom, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? And I have to it's beautiful to see the emotions of Senegal, such a team that's produced great footballers, a team that's actually produced footballers that France has teethed. A man like Bopa Diop, obviously he played for, remember Senegal when they beat France in the World Cup, and it was like when they were champions, I'm like, boy, this team is serious. But I still think they had a lot of had a few weak links in that team. But this team, the men's group of them players is ridiculous. A lot of these players could have played for France easily.
Sure. Affinity Extra. Be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Extra.
Yes, people, this is boy here, Roger Moore. I am, oh gosh, man, I am by myself today. You know what I'm saying, guys? I don't know how I got myself in this position. Booked in the guys, and the guys, due to personal weight, a load of things why they couldn't be here. But anyway, still here, guys. I am going to be just doing it on my ones, you know what I mean, doing the show. I haven't done it by myself on video yet. I always usually have somebody involved with it, so you guys gonna bear with me for a bit still, yeah. But this is the African Nations Cup, absolute specialinho, as they would say, you know what I'm saying. And this is how we do an Affinity Texture. We have to celebrate African, you know what I mean, as we have African descent. I am gonna be setting this all up nicely. So listen, guys, yeah, first and foremost, big up to Mane, yeah, because he showed Salah that he's the best. I've always said Mane is my man. I know Salah's got some skills and whatever there still, yeah, but let's face it, Egypt was dead. Yeah, absolute dead. They scored about 3 goals or 4 goals in the whole competition. Yeah, absolute dead. Pure extra time and penalties. Proper Kyrgios did a proper Mourinho. Yeah, I'm saying absolute Mourinho job and everything still anyway. So yeah, and it's just like, hold on a second. I'm just like going on is, how is this absolutely possible to get away? Egypt got away. They got busted up by Nigeria, and I thought, you know what, we're not that good a team. So what we're going to do, we're going to put everybody in defense and hope for the best anyway still, yeah. And again, they utilize the fact that they got a half decent goalkeeper, and the problems with the tournament is still some of the goalkeepers a bit dodgy. But obviously when it came to Mendy, that's the Mendy's looking at the best ever, I would say, West African goalkeeper I've ever seen, full stop. Yeah, I have to say Mendy is just, you know, to let in only 2 goals in the whole tournament. Come on now, you know me. Senegal, you got Koulibaly. Listen, man, these men could have played for France. Koulibaly, man, you know what I'm saying, he couldn't play for France, but we'll get there anyway. So yeah, but this is a total review of the whole tournament. So I'm going to be hopefully going through the review of the whole tournament, hopefully, and we're going to try and touch into a few things afterwards. But I'm just trying and just big up some of the nations that have had it on there, because I watch as many highlights and games as I possibly can. To table. But listen, I have to take it from the beginning. When some of the nations, I have to rate the teams like Ethiopia, Sudan. I salute you. Before the tournament, there's all about the power and strength of West Africa and the power of North Africa, the Northern African nations, the Tunisians, the Algerians, and the Egyptians. As says, and Morocco. All them teams there are so strong. You know what I'm saying, 100% strong. But you know what? Things kind of change now. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely things are changing. I must say, Zimbabwe didn't do too badly themselves. You know what I mean? Caused Senegal some problems as well, yeah. Malawi, you know what I'm saying, probably go the tournament as well. And you got also where is South Africa? Somebody explain to me. South Africa, yo, like what happened to South Africa? Where you at, man? You know what I'm saying? Like the big South Africa has one of the something Pirates. I can't remember the name of the club, but listen, they have one of the richest clubs, and they were ahead of everybody else. Not everybody else, but they had the infrastructure, they had the position to push their football on, and they never did it. I'm actually, yes, you can say the rugby nation, but where the black people are, the black people play football, and the non-blacks play rugby, yeah, and cricket. So why is it cricket and football they're so good? Cricket and rugby they're so good at, but yet when it comes to football, They're terrible at. Yeah, physically, I think that South Africans are a bit shorter, physically not as maybe as strong, but that don't mean nothing, because I had players like Benny McCarthy that was at Ajax. Why couldn't they just push on from there? So I don't, unless the reality show is that West African has just took things to another level, you know what I mean, straight to another level. But I have to say, you know, I have to rate I have to rate, like, even Malawi showing some things anyway still. Yeah, I'm not saying Malawi is a terrible team or anything, but it's good to see some of the eastern teams do well as well. And I would say, you know, Sudan, I have, you know, when I watch Sudan, these teams are now starting to play the ball out, people. These guys are passing the ball around. These guys are moving things around all day long. Anyway, so I'm moving from left to right, and the prodding things, and the surfaces on the ground. I was talking to some guys the other day, and I was saying, okay, Roger, like, you know, like, yeah, have you seen the surface? They're not playing on a pretty boy pitch like they do in the Premiership, you know. They are playing on some dodgy surfaces. So it's fantastic to see these guys trying to play football on these dodgy surfaces. It's imagine now. Wenger said, you know, he obviously, you know, it's here the focus point with African players, and he's looking at pushing things more forward with African teams, and he is like saying, he's like, you know, it's about opportunities. And I mean, I think about it, if the African continent had the opportunities that you'll get in England, Africa will win the World Cup long time. Done. You know what I'm saying? It just needs the infrastructures, the talent that I saw in the Senegalese team. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So, you know, and going back to the documentary I saw before the tournament, yeah, it was saying about the West Africans, it's saying the East Africans are just too nice, and the Southern Africans are just too nice of people. They don't have that get up and go that the West Africans got. Big up to the Nigerian, them, Ghanaian crew, them anyway, and the Senegalese crew anyway, so yeah, and the whole of West Africa. But the reality show is that the Northern Africans have always had access to better stuff. They've always had higher technical players. I think maybe being so close to Europe, everything's going on, and obviously they had all kind of Gaddafi stuff going on anyway, so up north anyway, so yeah, but they had that thing going on anyway. But I must admit, even Sudan, listen man, I saw a bunch of black brothers, man, run things for Sudan, man, in defense, man, some big tall lanky guys, and you know they have tribes in South Sudan that are 6 foot odd plus guys. So you make one of them into footballer. Come on, where you at, man? You got guaranteed footballers, may even get a guaranteed 7 foot goalkeeper. Listen, are you ready, people? Are you ready, Premiership? We need to go scouting in these countries and get these talents out there. Start investing into these nations, and you might get something out anyway. So yeah, but we see that do rate Burkina Faso. Yeah, let's just go a bit more in Burkina Faso, because they had Traore. Like, listen, Traore is like just Traore and Mendy. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't got that as a surname in West Africa, you're nobody. You know what I'm saying? Them names are just names, man. If you're Malawian, if you're from Burkina Faso or Faso, or some of the other nations that got Traore all around that place. But the reality show is that basically that, you know, what I find is that basically that you got Traore there, who was at Villa. Stupid skills, absolute stupid skills, and they did a brilliant job to get even to the third place game. Absolutely brilliant job. So I'll have to say, you know, and these guys, if they haven't got, what I find is that a lot of the African nations teams, they do have decent centre backs. You know what I'm saying? They have very they have a straightforward centre backs. They play because not all of them have all the quality players like a Senegal. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them have. But what I do is see that they do play like Equatorial Guinea. They got quite far, you know what I'm saying, and they got a dance done, but they got quite far. And you look at their team thinking, but they're full of like second division players, but they just have a way of playing disruptive and togetherness. You know, when the subs come on, they don't really let the team down. You know what I'm saying? And it's sort of passion of it. And one thing, people going like, these players don't want to go and play for the nations. Take note, players that are of Jamaican descent or West Indian descent, these players want to go play for their country over in Africa. some right guys don't really want to go to the Caribbean and play for their teams anyway. So yeah, but big up to my cousin Liam Moore playing for Jamaica. They're still, yeah, you know, even though Reddy never liked it. But anyway, but yeah, so you see that. So I was Burkina Faso. I was definitely loving the vibe. It's so funny because we said in the last show, Guinea, everything's Guinea. You got Guinea, Equatorial Guinea. You got Guinea itself, you know what I'm saying, and you have to, and you say Gabon is a proper like there, but talking about Gabon, the biggest flop of the whole tournament has to be Ghana. Yo guys, you know, I am so disappointed with Ghana, absolutely so disappointed with them, because you know what guys, you know, it's a classic of holding on to the older generation. You know, you're playing LU brothers, like, guys, you should have dead that off from like 4 years ago. Simple. Sorry, Ghana. Sort out your politics and your foolishness and bring the youth through. Yeah? Stop chasing it with the same old guys there in the team. You know what I'm saying? How on earth is Ghana get a powerful nation in football, get slapped up in the African nations, absolutely slapped up and sent back home? Listen, guys. Embarrassing. I think they even lost to Comoros. Comoros, a little island, gone beat Ghana. Like guys, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Ghana kind of you need to kind of fix up there, because Comoros had to go and face Cameroon and get knocked out by them. And they did such a brilliant job, but Comoros beat Ghana 3-2. In that game, yes, you went down to 10 players, but you know, it's the way it goes. No, it's just a disgrace, guys. Ghanaians, hang your head in shame. It was an absolute not a non-starter for me, guys. I'm not feeling what Ghana does now. A lot of people fancied Ivory Coast at the beginning. Ivory Coast, they're good, but always the fact that something missing. One thing they definitely missed is a goalkeeper. They needed a first choice goalkeeper. You know, they couldn't get past Egypt on penalties. My boy Eric Bailly missed the penalty. Obviously he got the Man United disease. We can't score penalties to save a life right about now. But you know, yeah, Ivory Coast, Zaha, they got a decent set of boys. Obviously you got 15,000 Traorés in these teams and whatever they're still. Yeah, you got Hala, you know what I'm saying, you've got Pepe, you got Zaha, you know, that's quite nice. They got Seri, but when I found out in Egypt, when Seri had to come off, Kessie had to come off, then that looked like didn't look like they had that ingenuity in midfield. So they were quite unfortunate for me for when they faced Egypt. And I go back to Egypt, they were rubbish. They need to get out of the way, man. Still, yeah, they're just typical. You know, I have to say to my boy, Portuguese style football, man. You know, obviously gave by the coach, Carlos Queiroz. You know what I'm saying? He done it again. He definitely got them all singing out the same hymn sheet there still with that one anyway. Still, yeah, but you know, that's the way where it definitely goes from there anyway. But no, definitely rated that anyway. So yeah, but in terms of the group stages, it was great watching. Obviously, you know, seeing Tunisia, it's good seeing these North African teams go up, because you know what, growing up, it was all about the North African teams would beat up the rest because they were more organised. No, because they was more talented, and all the talent in West Africa, we know where they were at. France, Portugal, you know what I mean? Nani, Cape Verde, you know what I'm saying? Even Portugal, most of the black brothers around there that are not from Portugal. Even Spain now has got onto the flex with Traoré, born in Mali. Boy, you should be playing for Mali, bro. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, guys, Cameroon had Mbappe up front. He could have played for Cameroon, but he hasn't. Wow. Okay, right, guys. So we got a round of 16 here. I'm looking at the round of 16 that we did have in the African Nations Cup. You know what I'm saying? And we're seeing some of these nations come through. Obviously, Morocco now. I want to get to Morocco because you know when you play FIFA. and you've got a decent team, you got decent players, but you just have a player that's out of position, that just does everything better than everybody on the pitch. It's a bit like a Jordan Alba for for Austria. He's a superstar player, can do everything that everybody else can do, better and better, but he has to play left back. Now, it's got, you know what I mean. Obviously, they put him in midfield, I think, for Austria. But on the right hand, but for me, Hakim was playing like a right winger. But his free kicks were stupid, and this is my problem when I watch Senegal. I do feel that he still, I don't know if it's technical ability. Can you call it that? Is it technical ability we're talking about? But the ability of taking set pieces is far superior with these Northern African teams. When they take the set pieces, it seems more organized. When they take set pieces, I mean, like crosses going in the box. And when I saw Hakimi for Morocco, when he was scoring them goals, it was just literally at the time Malawi scored an amazing goals, guys, a stupidly amazing goal. If you do check out that game, it's Morocco versus Malawi took the lead, won, but the whole game was around Morocco anyway. Morocco was all over them, but Hakimi scored an amazing free kick. Top bins, man, absolute top bins. You know what I mean, totally, you know what I mean, that's what happened there. Cape Verde, again, basically these are offshore caches of footballers that Portugal pulls into 100%, man. But they were good. They were good. But obviously, when you play in Senegal, you know what I mean, there's nothing you can do. I'm seeing a lot of red cards being shown on my little chart that I'm going through right now, and there's something about the refereeing. Everybody focused maybe on that refereeing decision. That was absolutely ludicrous. People mind about the referees. There is, I was quite happy with the refereeing. I don't think it was that bad. They made decisions. They utilized VAR well. I do think that in the final, the referee was paid off by Egypt. Egypt should have had a bare yellow cards. You know what I'm saying? I know I was in the group with Lance, and Lance was like, boom, yeah, he has to agree with my statement. The referee was totally, utterly biased towards Egypt, as far as I'm concerned. Not the case that he didn't give nothing for Senegal, but Senegal was getting yellow cards willy-nilly, but Egypt was going in and being a pure professional fouls, and it kind of like never really kind of like weird for me. Very weird. It didn't really work out for me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, nah, mate, you showing some biases. But going back to it anyway, so yeah, the round of 16, the highlight for me was, you know, but there was something I noticed. There's a lot of nil-nils. I don't know if it's the pitch. I don't know what it is. But then see Nigeria get knocked out straight away by Tunisia. And Tunisia had COVID outbreak and players injured. They never even had the main team. And it must be a West African thing being passed on to us Caribbean people. Just arrogant. When they come to do the job, you got the talent, you got the world ability, but then you flopped. Yeah? Ghana. Then you got Nigeria, the powerhouses of West African football, flopping. You guys should be building on top of the amazing ballers that you had in the late 90s. I remember watching, what was it? 90, Italia 90, when you first saw Nigeria come through. Yeah, man, it's Italia 90, and you see it. Like, how come they can't build? I know they keep saying it's politics, but I'm sick to death of this, man. Nigeria, you should be, you're the biggest, almost highest populated nation in the whole of Africa, and you should be beating up everybody from the time you produce people like Finidi George, Kanu, Rufai. I remember Rufai, you know what I mean? I weren't fans of Amikachi. You got Aminiki, but you Amakachi, he was decent. He had some good cohort, and obviously Akacha, everyone thinks he's one of the best players ever, and I'm thinking, but he only played for Bolton and PSG, okay PSG in that story anyway. So yeah, so he was a decent player, stupid amount of skills, but may not been quite world class. You know what I'm saying? So this is why George Weah wins every time over him anyway. So yeah, George Weah, you got Etu. We might have to get to African greats, man. You know what I'm saying? Great footballers. But yeah, so the round of 16, I saw you know me, you saw some things come through. Gabon kind of got knocked out by Burkina Faso. That had to happen because Gabon didn't really, not something they didn't deserve it, but Burkina Faso, they were playing ball in that game, absolute ball. And again, Gambia doing the job on top of Guinea. That was a bit of a that's interesting still, yeah. But the shock was Mali going out. Now guys, yeah, let me just explain who's in Mali's lineup, man, still, because I was quite shocked how there's never had what I find with some of the teams that don't really have they have a spine of quality players. It's like almost like patchy, and I felt like in midfield they were beautifully balanced. You had Haidara. Listen, man United need to just have a look at this youth, Haidara, Basuma, but they relied on them two quality guys to not only play midfield but also to score goals for them. So I think that was a bit harsh on them guys, because you want the other players to be shipping in, but relied too much on them and allowed Equatorial Guinea, set into penalties. Are you for real? That, you know, I mean, there was a bunch of Serie B or Liga B, whatever, Liga 2, whatever you call it in Spanish. The players come from that division, and yet they struggled. So I know. Like I said, Ivory Coast got knocked out by Egypt, man. It was like and you know, Cameroon to start with Comoros, but I have to salute Comoros because they didn't even have their proper goalkeeper out there because they had a COVID outbreak against one of the favourites for the tournament, and they were the favourites to get knocked out earlier on and be the whipping boy, and they still got there and pushed Cameroon all the way 2-1. Nothing but love, Comoros. You did your thing. Let's get to the quarterfinals. And you're thinking, Roger, how you do this? But I don't know, guys. I do not know how I'm doing this by myself, guys. I am about 3-4 minutes into the show, and it's going, not doing too bad still, yeah. Hopefully you're not sick of my tired of my voice, guys, anyway, so yeah. But this is Roger Affinity Extra. We celebrate gospel music back origin, and yo, guys, we talk all football, but now I'm talking about African Nations Cup. This is how we do it, this is how we celebrate it, and I'm back in. Now we're at quarter-final stages now, and I'm just telling the story of, you know, how I feel, my feelings, and what's going on. All the talk to the guys then, but they're they left me alone, but I have to record the show because I want to so I have to celebrate Africanness and the beauty of what Africans do in the African nations, because it's an amazing tournament, you know what I'm saying. And I have to say, before I go back into the quarterfinal stage, and listen, man, when you got the music, you know what I mean, I should switch the music, man, you know what I'm saying, to some African vibes still, some Afro beats, man, because like still the music is like, you just feel like this go I don't feel like this, let me just hold my little corner beat. I mean, it's just like a continuous sound all day long. And that, you know what, guys, that's why Brazil is the best, because of the Africanness in Brazil. That's why they sound what they sound. Yes, not just a samba beat is influenced by Africa, and that's why when you see them guys when they celebrate, it's not like England when they have the none of that stuff, man. It's proper, like a proper vibe, and everyone's just dancing and vibing. It's just like it's just like a rave for like ages, and it's like this the atmosphere, the vibe, the crowds, just amazing seeing the men and the women. And it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I have to salute the vibe when I'm watching him, man. I can just, you know me, rock left to right, man, because the vibe was nice anyway. So but definitely look in the African Nation Club for the vibes. And I know we always think of South African World Cup with the Vuzavea or whatever it called. I don't know what it's called, guys, but the little thing up, they use a bit of that still, yeah, but they use it properly anyway, so I made a tune out of it anyway, so yeah. But yeah, we get to the quarterfinals, guys, and even down to 10-man Burkina Faso dealt with the North Africans, yeah. And it's what I love, man. us West Africans, I say us because, you know, we get set off a long time. But anyway, West Africans, we've got to back up our West Africa. So back up West Africa, you know, with that. Now also they beat Tunisia. Now Tunisia, I didn't really rate, so they had to deal with Tunisia anyway. So yeah, Tunisia couldn't handle Traore, them man guys. The skill and the power of them players. You know what I mean? But you notice there's no more 25-0 anymore now with these African Nations Cup. Their games are getting tighter and tighter from the early stages like crazy. Gambia just never had enough to deal with Cameroon, and I think Gambia's tournament, as much as they beat Guinea, and I think Guinea could and should have really beaten them. You know, again, Cameroon with the striker. Now I'm not really good at saying names, but their striker. Yeah, I'm not gonna embarrass myself here. Abukar. You know what I'm saying? He was like captain. Yeah, he was literally the linchpin of that Cameroonian team. Brilliant player. To be honest, he ain't no Etu. You know what I'm saying? But he did really well. Egypt. You know, at least when it was Egypt versus Morocco, one of them team they have to go out, man. So that's a good thing anyway. So yeah. And Egypt, Morocco took the lead, and Egypt just come back in and do what Egypt does, and that is beat the team in extra time again. Crazy. And Senegal did show why they won the tournament, man. They just dealt with Equatorial Guinea. No messing about. So listen, okay guys, party time's over. Whoop. You know what I'm saying? Done. You know what I'm saying? And big up to them guys for doing it. And like I said, we'll break down the Senegalese team and the quality team that they have out there, so yeah, shows what can really happen in Africa. So made that with that. Now we get to the semi-finals, guys. So I'm just making sure I read off my my device here with this information. Semi-finals, obviously Senegal dealt with Burkina Faso again, just too powerful for them. But again, Egypt should have lost to Cameroon. Cameroon had enough chances. They hit the bar, they did everything. But what does Egypt go and do? Drag it all the way to extra time, and Cameroon absolutely flopped on penalties. It's like, and it's worst thing for you as a footballer, you know, when you keep missing chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, you go to have, am I going to win today? Are we going to win today? When you miss chance after chance and it gets the penalties, it's like everything's conspired against you. That's what sometimes it feels like anyway. So yeah, that's just me anyway. So that's how I feel anyway. So yeah, but also you've got here the third, but then they had a third place thing. But it's funny because DJ Marks, he was like, yo, what's going on? I thought Cameroon is out, and then when everybody's laughing at Cameroon because they were losing to Burkina Faso 3-0, and it was like, and I must admit, the best goalkeeper, the high caliber goalkeepers was the Cameroon goalkeeper and the Senegalese goalkeeper, obviously Mendy. And the Cameroon goalkeeper, it was, I gotta make sure I say his name correct, Anana, yeah, and he plays for Ajax. He's in the second team at the moment. I think there was something that happened and he just got benched, yeah. But I think he's going to Inter Milan end of the season. So salute to him, man. Salute to him. So that's it. I mean, Cameroon showed the class and they finished them off on penalties and won 5-3. After they should have done that against Egypt. And I think again, we go to the final and we look at the penalties, and in the final, let's be real, you know, Egypt keeper looked quite good. When he saved Mane's penalty. Now listen guys, Salah disrespectfully was going, yo, I watch this guy take penalties every day and gave man's secret away to the goalkeeper. But you know what, I'll get to why I salute Mane over that still anyway, yeah. But listen, so you got in the game itself, in the final itself, you had 13 shots for Senegal, 7 from Egypt. You had 8 shots on target from Senegal, 3 shots from Egypt. In the final, over extra time, only 3 shots on target from Egypt. and you want to say you want to be African nation champions? Sit down, bro. Sit down. 58% possession to Senegal, and they got an 81% pass accuracy. Brilliant team. But how can the team with nice possession end up with more yellow cards in the opposition? Like I said, there was something dodgy going on with the refereeing anyway. Still, yeah. But and obviously we know that Kyrgios was in the crowd using his walkie-talkie. Usually he can't even be in the stadium, but you know Africans are just working and I don't know what happened there anyway. So, but if we're looking at the two teams there, so for me, you got Koulibaly, you got Diallo, you got, like I said, Mendy. You got another Mendy in the middle. There's a young Mendy, Nappy Mendy. He plays for Leicester. Little short, little small guy, man. He runs about and he's really clean, that guy. And he got Idrissi Gueye, who plays for PSG, and Kouyaté, who plays for Crystal Palace now. And I actually rate Kouyaté. He is a solid baller. You've got Bouna Sarr, you know what I'm saying? He's at Lyon, very good little player. These guys are playing for top clubs, you know what I'm saying? And I have to really rate this. There's another player, Salou Cisse. I believe he's playing for, what's he playing for? Nancy, still at Nancy. So he's doing a good job. And you got Sarr, who plays for Watford. You got Mane, who plays for obviously Liverpool. This is a full top division team. And they got Diawara. No, I said the name totally wrong. And he's the only. Oh no, don't be harsh, guys. He's the only weak link. He plays for Bristol City. But either way, he did his job for the team. Trust me, he did a brilliant job for his team. And that team, guys, and you got Mendy. Obviously, Mendy played for Chelsea goals. That team is a full-on top team. Top team. You can't mess with that team, guys. You cannot mess. And I have to salute them on the way they played. They went for Egypt and never stood by. Obviously, Mane missed the early penalty, which was kind of a weird one for me, because when he I can take it. It's like Salah like told the goalkeeper where to dive, but the way the goalkeeper did, he went down slow, so he was able to keep his hands up and just lock it off, man. You know what I'm saying? Just lock it off and just saved it. And I was like, nah. And it was a good, strong save as well, because he licked the shot hard. I was like, yo, good save. As soon as I saw it, I was like, good save, man. And he made himself look big. But what sweetened me, the winning penalty, Mane had to score it. And he looked the man in the eyes and answered. And you know them, I love them. It's not me. I love them penalty takers that back themselves. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And he just looked at him and said, "I'm putting in the same place, blood, the same side, blood. See if you can get this." And boof, straight into the bottom and left corner. And then boom, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? And I have to. It's beautiful to see the emotions of Senegal, such a team that's produced great footballers, a team that's actually produced footballers that France has teethed. Malabouba Diop, obviously he played for, remember Senegal when they beat France in the World Cup, and everyone was like, when they were champions, I'm like, but wait, this team is serious. But I still think they had a lot of, had a few weak links in that team. But this team, the measure up of them players is ridiculous. A lot of these players could have played for France easily. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Senegalese people go to France to live and to play the overseas sports. And if you watch the French league, it's full of African players, or African descent players, or of mixed heritage. With the African nations, and it's just so great, and it's so proud to see a lot of them going. Maybe if you're thinking that I may not have a career here playing in France, so I'm going to play for one, but instead of doing what we do in England, wait around till we're 35 and they say, oh, Jamaica, give me a call, we'll come play for you. Too late. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was talking to a Jamaican the other day. They don't even see Sterling as Jamaican anymore. I'm English now. I'm English, man. I'm thinking, the embarrassing. Anyway, so that's another subject in itself. Anyway, so yeah, but no, it was a fantastic tournament, fantastic vibes. I have to say again, Mendy, just different presence in the penalty. I watched a lot of penalty shootouts, especially like Egypt's penalty shootouts, because obviously they won penalty shootouts to get there. But you felt like with Mendy, he had a chance. His size, his physicality, he's just there. He's a proper keeper. No offense to the other guys. The other guys look like when they were saving penalties in games, there's more to do with it. Just dive the right way. But Mendy looked like a goalkeeper. When he dives, he's making it. You know what I'm saying? And he's making a save. Again, after sleep, Southsea for picking him up. Not afraid to go with African goalkeeper, because there is a reputation with black goalkeepers that we're good. You know what I'm saying? You get a good one, but it's not really our department. You know what I'm saying? We must be merchants and do everything else, but it's fantastic to see Mendy come through, winning top medals around the world, and I hope they go and bust up Egypt twice in a row to get to the World Cup finals, and so they can have another week so you can sort out your transfer there for when he leaves Liverpool. Hopefully, again, trouble with Marcus over that one still. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like, guys, still nobody now coming in. I think everybody still can't come into this podcast, so I'm going to be carrying on with this podcast that we got going on right about here. Let me just switch over to the other news that's been going on in football. Let me set this up. So we're just setting up. There's going to be some more games in the Premier League. I'm gonna cover the FA Cup stuff. Sorry, let's get the results. Okay, cool, that's great. So guys, so the big result for the FA Cup right by now, guys, is I am totally devastated. Man United flopped against Middlesbrough, and the joke is they played so good. Man United played so good in the first half, but just never had a killer touch. I do believe that Ragnar is doing something different, something better. He's forcing players to be exposed. He's not hiding players, but in systems. He's saying, if we're going to play football, we're going to play football. But the proof is that our recruitment has been stink awful. Absolutely stink awful. It's just proving it's putting that we just not buying players at the right places. And to be honest, we as fans see it, but my question is, maybe like the Ed Wood going may be a good thing, because you keep on to too much dead wood, because it works really good in the balance box. It's not actually good for football, but it's just good for the balance box, so that's not really a good thing. You've got Tottenham they dealt with Brighton, which was quite cool result. Luton dealt with them guys there. Now Wolverhampton sipped up to Norwich at home. It wasn't quite interesting still. Quite interesting at all. Southampton got through just about, but just about extra time. Dealt with Coventry City, pushed them all the way still. Yeah, obviously Man City did what they did best and made sure that the top team in the Division 1 get manhandled by Man City. No problems right there still. Yeah. Everton, can Lampard do this revival? I don't know. I really do not know. That'll be interesting. Now, guys, Man United will be off the hook right by now. If Kiddy, it's not Kiddy Mr. Turson Birmingham, it's Kiddy. If Kiddy could have dealt with West Ham, that would have took it all off Man United. Because Man United got beaten by a team that's 6th place in the Championship, so that's not too bad compared to Kidderminster. And it's clear here, guys, for a lot of the teams, even Chelsea was struggling at home to Plymouth Argyle, had to take the extra time as well. So it proves that this break wasn't too brilliant for the Premier League clubs. It wasn't a good one at all. So that's it's something that maybe someone needs to look to. Also, Bournemouth beat Bournemouth. Really? Nottingham Forest, who beat Arsenal. Just remember, beat Arsenal in the round before. They dealt with the local derby. Leicester, maybe there's hints that Leicester seem to forget that Nottingham Forest is a local derby there. and Liverpool, thanks to dodgy referee decision at 0-0, get through to Cardiff 3-1 and whatever. They're still here, and the fixtures look like this: Crystal Palace versus Stoke City. I reckon that's a Crystal Palace should deal with them. Everton versus Bournemouth. Amazing day out for Bournemouth, but mate, that's about it. Liverpool versus Norwich City. Liverpool home win. Luton versus Chelsea. Chelsea away. Yeah, that's not a problem. Middlesbrough versus Tottenham Spurs. Imagine that would have been Man United versus Spurs. Sometimes, guys, it's better to going out to Middlesbrough than it to go to go out with Spurs. It's way better. You just do not want to be going out to Spurs the next round. But just get out of it, lads. Nottingham Forest versus Huddersfield Town. So that's a blessing. So Forest has beaten 2 Premiership teams. Now they get a little bit of a lesser team. Watch them trip up on that one anyway. Still, Peterborough United versus Man City. So that's going to be destruction derby from Man City. They might let a 1-0 lead get them go. We'll let them have one goal and just destroy them like 8-1. And Southampton versus West Ham. I'm not even guessing that one. Draw with extra time, something like that. Still anyway. So yeah, but that's that anyway. Still yeah, guys. So 100%. You know, I think that the FA Cup. Who would that go to? It's any Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City. It ain't going outside of that, man. Leicester City got lucky last year. It ain't happening outside of that. Okay, so the fixtures there, these fixtures would have happened already by the time I put this show out. So I got the Newcastle versus Everton, West Ham versus Watford, and Burnley versus Man United. I do feel that this is where Newcastle needs to kick on. I think they kicked on really well. I do think that Eddie Howe is going to do an amazing job there. I do feel that he was going to have the right people. He's brought the right players in. He's built up. He's brought in, I believe it's 5 players in the transfer market. I wouldn't say he's at a perfect thing. I think it was almost 5. I think it's definitely 4. He almost had a perfect transfer window, and they could nothing but build on. If they stay up, they're going to build on top of that, and they're going to be a problem next season. A major problem. You know, within 2-3 seasons, they're going to be a problem. And I think, you know, a lot of people have a go at Eddie Howe. I think, why? Anyway, but yeah, there's that stuff. You've got anything standing out here. You've got Aston Villa versus Leeds. That'll be interesting. One. Wolverhampton versus Arsenal, interesting one. Liverpool versus Leicester City, that's going to be very interesting. And we're back with the weekend football. Man United versus Southampton. So Man United's we just need to get results now. Stop playing about and just get the results. Deal with Burnley, deal with Southampton, get them 6 points in, and we can go again. Absolutely go again. And we got Brighton at Hove Albion, so we need to keep going again. What I think will end up at the end, I think we depending on the next 4 games, we can easily become 4th if we can win the next 4 games. If we win the next 4 games, we'll be 4th from a Man United perspective. But Man City's going to leave. Chelsea tripping over. Liverpool interested in dodging the bullets and making sure they had COVID and there's been at least amount of games before Salah and Mane come back. Was a very wise thing to do. So we'll see what they're made out of. Let's see if they can go again. You know what I'm saying? But I do think the Liverpool's got weak links which can be exposed all day long. So what I'm going to go to, guys, so that's the what's going on in the Premiership now I've got another 15 minutes left, so I want to deal with some of the what's happened in we dealt with African nations, but let's have a look at what happened in North and Central, basically where the USA resides anyway still, but basically Canada beat USA 2-0. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, but they beat them 2-0. Now they did that without the 2 best players. And what's beautiful to see Canada, I would love to see Canada get to the World Cup, you know, guys, because you got man like Hoyland, you remember back in the Hume, they've always had a few good players, but now Alphonso Davies and the Hoyland can still come on and do a job there. So yeah, it's really good. You know, when you watch Trinidad and they had Dwight York, these guys these are serve. You know, Hoyland you might think he's nothing special guy, but he was a decent footballer, very decent footballer. I think only a couple managers, QPR manager used to get a number out of him, and he went to Cardiff. I can't believe his name, can't believe the guy's name, and he went to Middlesbrough. He keeps getting sacked, but he's always doing an amazing job. But anyway, but yeah, Hoyland, just it'd be super to see these guys here. USA, you need to stop being so pretty, relying on Pulisic to do everything for you. You need to start having some grit into you. Some of the commentary about it is like the USA used to have pure passion, little talent, and they just have one or two talented ballers like Dempsey that would just do the business, whatever, just thump up everybody, run up and down, and leave nothing on the pitch. Nothing. These guys are going like the European ballers. Hopefully things will change. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully things will change for them. I hope, man. But either way, I think they're still on track to do some things. Mexico's Mexico. They get it right tonight. But it'd be interesting seeing Canada get a World Cup. I've never seen Canada in a World Cup personally. I believe they've been to the World Cup before, but I think that was time ago anyway. So yeah, big up to Jamaica, trying to ting still. Yeah, I know they're trying to bring in the players from England. I just think they need to bring that in from earlier. They need to work on that and build upon that now, going into the World Cup afterwards. Need 2-3 years of bedding in the English ballers. Need to do that, and we can see some things going on for them. I remember when I seen Antonio score for Jamaica, and that was a beautiful goal. Kid the US guys quiet, man. You've got so there's that. Let's go to South America. You got World Cup, South America. So it looks like Brazil is doing what Brazil does best, and blow everybody out the wind. I don't know what it is. I still think their team is full of. I was saying to my colleagues, the Brazilian team, yeah, everyone's saying, oh, these could be the potential favourites for the World Cup. But sorry, I just don't think so. With Brazil, you can look at that. When Brazil win the World Cup, you had Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho. What do you have now? You haven't got Neymar at the moment, and you got pure 7 out of 10s. That lineup I gave out here was 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10 players. And that's what Brazil had. Remember Ronaldinho gets sent off against England, and Brazil still had the ability to beat England. And Brazil and England had the big ballers then. Big ballers. But just handled England one time handled them. So, you know, so for me, it's a case of going Brazil, Argentina. Ain't no Messi winning no World Cup, I tell you that for free. No chance. Maybe it's the first time Argentina's had a decent goalkeeper in Martinez, but even then, nah, it's not happening for me. Not happening at all. Sorry guys, I was checking out what's some of the results. Sorry, we had a football game because, you know, obviously you see the team in the Clarendon, and one of the guys, do check out check out Clarendon FC on our Instagram still, because that's where we do the Marina stuff from anyway still, yeah. As one of the guys just said, boy, get a man of a match, because we record all our games, so it's really good. I wish we recorded games when we was kids. Sorry, I digress there, but I wish we recorded games when we was kids. I could record some of the performances and the goals that I scored as a youth man, but never that technology, so I'll do this for this next generation. Show some love to them anyway still, yeah. But listen, so there's still games to be played in all these qualifiers, but everything's shaping up nicely for the World Cup, and it's just going to be down to if Italy or Portugal can make it through. That's going to be interesting. Let me just look at the teams that are qualified. Qualified World Cup 22. Okay, right, teams that qualified for the qualified teams. Oh, goodness sake. Oh, Lord. Sorry, guys. I know that obviously Germany, I believe, has qualified. Oh, goodness sake. Sorry, guys. Qualifiers. Sorry, I should have had this information up. 210 teams, 13 qualified. And then, it's not giving me it. Oh my goodness sake. But either way, guys, yeah. Okay, I got qualifiers. Okay, cool. So teams that qualified, Argentina's obviously qualified. You got Belgium that's qualified. You have Brazil that's qualified. I'm not really feeling Belgium anymore. You know, I'm not really kind of like going on wow by them, because I feel like I don't know, just not feeling where they're at and where their footballers at. Looks like I can't get, guys, this stats up anyway. Still, yeah. We'll get into that soon, guys. We'll get the qualifiers up and sort this out, because this website. Okay, I see what the problem is here. Forgive me, guys. Yeah. As I got this website, yes, and you see Denmark's qualified. That should be interesting from Denmark. Croatia, that's interesting. It's amazing how teams like Croatia, Denmark can qualify, but Italy and Portugal are struggling. Obviously, unfortunately, England's qualified, France is qualified, Germany is qualified. Yep, they've gone through. I'm looking at every single nation that's gone through. That's been that's tried to get through. Netherlands qualified. Big up to Holland. About time, they get back on track, and I think they. With Van Dijk, they do look tasty. Qatar's qualified, obviously. Serbia, Switzerland, Spain is qualified. So overall, that looks good. Cool. It's gonna be interesting. So you get all the African nations are gonna be fighting out. There's only 5 spots for them. You got a few more spots available. You got the US guys gonna be trying to fight their way into it. And it looks like Canada they might just get into this. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. And Canada needs to hold their nerves. So I'm quite excited about what Canada's going to try and do here, because I think that that should be an interesting thing. Now, going forward with football wise, obviously there's so much things I want to be encouraging. It's been really sad on the end on the note, a couple of sad notes when it comes to Man United football. It seems like with Man United football, it seems to really the young black men seem to be really getting it at the moment. Not even Manchester Man United, but Manchester itself. You got the case with Mendy and Greenwood. Hopefully it's not about prejudicing the case at all, but just the reality of the processes that they're going through. It's sad and embarrassing, and I think that people need to recognize that it's disgusting acts that they've been involved with, potentially, allegedly. And if it transpires it's true, I hope they face the full force of the law. And I would say for everybody to learn from somebody else's mistake. When you become a football, you're not untouchable, and you can point that you're seeing somebody get away with it, but you're not untouchable. And I tell you what, you are 4 times more likely to get incarcerated than your white colleague. Remember, that applies to you whether you are a millionaire or you're a poor person. Yeah, these things shouldn't get on. But one thing that we do, especially as black people, we look at other people's and say, oh, they get away with it, so we can. No, look in the mirror. It might not happen, guys. That's just me being real. You also have the sad news of Elanga. I forgot to mention earlier. He missed his penalty against Middlesbrough, and yes, there could be some foreigners, and some people says, "Oh, I ignore it," but why do we, as black people, black players, when they make a mistake, just like any other player, and not even a mistake, the game should have been done before Elanga got there. It should have been done, but yeah, this is not good. It's not good, guys. Not good. It's not good. It should have been gone. It should have been knocked out. It should have been out the way. It should have been cleared out the way. But no, it got. You know, we get to the stage now where we're looking at guys being racially abused. Just every black person knows that we're going to get it. I speak to black people all over the place, and every time we see us miss, we got this. Oh, here we go again. We are sick and tired of it. If you think that it's not bad, not as bad as you think. Sorry, we're sick and tired of it. We're fed up of it. You can be blatant about it and just do it on social media. Yes, we come against hate crime, and I'm appealing not only to the FA. You know me. I see people like Sky Sports do amazing stuff for it. Amazing stuff. I still think they can do better. Maybe Odin some things in some places, because I think we don't want to be blackenizing and putting loads of black presidents with no real balance. I just don't think you gotta have a balance to it. Obviously, when you're doing African nations, let the black presenters do their thing. But then when it comes to the FA itself, they've done absolutely jack. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I go back to the fact that basically at churches, you know, I'm a Christian. You know, what have we done? You know what I'm saying? What have we said? You know, Elanga can be racially abused, and you say nothing. Roger's saying something right now. As a Christian, I'm totally disgusted. These people are just being conditioned when it comes to us black people. When we do something, the first thing they go for is our colour. It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. And this is why we do this podcast, to celebrate the black excellence, black footballers. If you think we're too much on this, yeah, so it go. You know what I'm saying? But all I do, guys, is stand up and I want to celebrate black footballers, because we have not been celebrated. Full stop. From an unbiased perspective, I don't need to tone down on this podcast when it comes to black footballers. Because if you're saying why we got this platform set up for black footballers, because there's no platform out there for black footballers, we pad it down, because we're savages. But anyway, guys, we're going to be introducing some more hosts as well to the station. I need to get these guys more activated and whatever. So yeah, but sorry if it's just me today, guys. I have just killed off 1 hour of just chat, almost an hour anyway. So yeah, but this is Roger here. Unaffinity Extra, celebrating gospel music of black origin, and at the same time celebrating our black footballers, young and old, history and the ones to come. And we're here so we can raise up our head and function in wisdom. Nothing but love. Roger Moore.
Thanks for watching this content. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also listen to Affinity Extra 24/7 at affinityextra.com. Don't forget to follow us as well on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at /Affinity Extra. If you wish to support us, or if you want supporting as an artist, go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com /Affinity Extra, and don't forget to be